Did you want to hear an alleged Nat Clow rumor from a gentleman named Billy
I would love it.
Scars?
This guy, Nat Clow. And by the way, their show, and we don't know who's, when you see a username and you don't look into it, you just assume everybody, if they could spell and they could write, you're lending them a personality that you think that they are in these groups and on chat. When I tell you that these guys are bad news, you gotta believe me. I would not just throw someone under the bus who's fine. Nat Clow is terrible. I've been waiting for somebody to say something. No one has.
So
I'm the one I've been itching. I saved that screenshot the minute I saw it, and I go, this Nat Clow, I know he's going to eventually be a bad guy, and I got to show people this. And if you don't think that his comments about George Floyd and have white children, if you don't think those contribute to his low-level thinking about everything, well, then you're just as low-level as Nat Clow. And by the way, those 4 to 6 people that listen to Jesse's show that thought they were in the Red Bar, they all have these fake names, and I can't find their SCARSCLUB subscriptions to cancel them.
Yes, that girl in the BBG.
Yeah, what's her name? Expose that girl. By the way, don't call her a girl. This is a fucking witch. Brandon Mueller was right. I mean, this is like a woman in the woods trying to lure me in to buy her kid a new fucking tonsil or something like that. You got to see this woman. Jesse, you got the worst fucking little audience here. And Jesse thought he was like propped up by these guys.
No, I
could have these guys arrested. I could have these guys. I could talk about Nat Clow's the guy for 2 weeks. If I talked about him, you'd see him leave the internet. Jesse's got the type of fans where if I just rag on them for 2 days, they'll leave the internet. You won't hear from him again. You know how many people I've made just leave the internet? I've made a lot of people leave the internet. For real. So please don't test me. Can I hear about Nat Clow, the big scoop?
So take this with a grain of salt because people in the chat are always giving me false info.
It's real. If it's about Nat Clow,
Billy Scars says they kicked ROTC, our friends Mersh and Royce.
Yeah, Mersh and Royce, who have really, they came clean. They said after that last episode, we just feel awful about who we've become. We want to change. Oh, wait, we should read Merch's texts today. No, we should. Send those over. Those are good. Dude, Mersh is so stupid. We wanted to have him call in on the last show to gang up on Jesse, but he thought it was a setup against him. And wait till you see, we're going to read you.
He wasn't having it.
Mersh officially hates us.
But
all right, so tell it, Nat Clow, go.
First, the rumor. Billy Scars says they kicked him out of the ROTC group for sending dick pics to female fans.
I heard. Yes, I've heard about this. There's a big thing with Jesse and his 6 guys. And when I say 6 guys, it's not like me, Todd Dett, or Danny Woodward. He's even closer. That's why I compare it to like Melton and Steve Curran and Shuby. It's that kind of circle. And they were doing this thing where they were trolling people and getting them to get naked and exposing women. I mean, really some dark stuff. So Nat Clow was the one behind that. And he also said,
allegedly,
if you say make more white children publicly on social media, you're scum. I don't care what you think you're doing. That Nat Clow, and when I find out who he is, you Google Nat Clow, you can't find anything. I go to my SCARSCLUB, I type in Nat Clow, nothing comes up. Nat, what's your Scars username?
I'm imagining Mike. Imagine Mike in like an office with bookshelves all over, and then he's got a computer, and just over and over he's typing in Google Nat Clow, and then it's like zero results, and he's like,
And everyone, I'll tell you this Ian Ellis, I don't know what's going on with this whole group, and I can't figure out what this is. There's like 70 people with Ian Ellis logos, but then they're all involved with Jesse PS or Revenge. It's so confusing. I'm going to say this. The whole lot of you, Revenge of the Sis, Pod Awful, Ian Ellis, who's a fan, you're all equal in my book as gross. Now, this Ian Ellis, I think, likes the show. What is all this Ian Ellis, LLC? Everybody's got an Ian I can't follow it. It's so deranged.
He's a big star. He's very
to
rich.
Where? And they do these shows.
Lots of homes. He's got boats.
I'll tell you what. So. I'd like to tear it all down. All of them. Clean the streets of all of them.
He owns a
Get
lot
them
of
all
property.
out of here. What do you guys say? I'd like to get them all cleaned off the streets. I don't like this, man. I want to be like the New York police in the early 2000s or the late 90s. I want to clean up Times Square. I want to get them. I don't care what they're up to. I want them out of here. I don't like it. I don't like their logos. I don't like their art. I don't like how they talk. They're all...
Wow, people in the chat are saying that Ian Ellis LLC might not actually be an LLC.
There's no way he could afford the paperwork.
I know.
Ian Ellis needs to come clean about what is going on with it. Haven't you guys seen all these thumbnails around, these profile pics? I'm going to start being real nasty to people like that.
I know. That's the best part of having more listeners is now you don't have to worry about having enough guys. You can just all the guys.
Let's get rid of this scum now.
Let's clean it up around here.
And this Ian Ellis might be very nice, but he's involved in this whole... It's such a low tier thing, and it hangs around. It's like the Redbar sewer system, and they're all down there, and we didn't even know. And they're this subterranean group of guys that I don't know if they're listening to Redbar as a joke or what the hell they're doing, but I want it cleaned. I want my sewer system to look like an IKEA. I want it out.
But this is too inside for a lot of people. You keep forgetting that 90% of the people who listen right now don't know who any of these people are at all.
That's why I want to make them aware. Do you see anything with these logos on it, these people? Despicable.
If you see a guy around Redbar where you're like, what's the deal with this guy? Mike would hate a guy like this. He probably already does.
I probably already do, and I've been looking into him for many weeks.
So just don't worry about it.
This Nat Clo is a disgusting guy. I'm going to show you all his stuff one day. I want Nat Clo out of the group. Can I don't want to ban people from the group if they're not doing anything.
It seems like it's
I know.
Oh, Mike is banning
I know,
people.
but I do want them out of my life. I don't like these people around. Nat Clo, you're so disgusting to me. Ever since, and this is before all the Pod Awful stuff. Remember, I saved all this George Floyd stuff. That's disgusting to me to watch. And remember, if I'm friends with you on Facebook, I go through that news feed. I see you say something like that. You know, I got a bad taste in my mouth about you now. How do you not even have the brains to go, you know what? Don't post this publicly. So that shows me how retarded these people are. All right, I want to play you the rest of this, and then I got to go to the bathroom bad. And then there's more Redbar.
I think that's pretty much it. He just basically is being sensitive about Corona now that he knows that Callan and Brendan have it.
I'll tell you what, that Nat Clo has been on my nerves for some time.
And
he doesn't even know.
There's also the video of Callan on his Instagram.
Yeah, let's get Callan's Instagram. You know what? We're going to play that when we come back.
Okay.
We'll come back. I'm going to go take a fool's piss. It's where you drink out of your mouth. What is this? NoFX Fool's Summer. Can we listen to NoFX on the... Oh, no, because I want to be here for that. What do we got? Tapping Skins bringing back the 90s. Oh, I'll tell you what. We've all me too, somebody. We all me too. What's this one? I don't like that. So we'll play Brian Callan.
Play the original You Have to Make song.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I missed that one.
Yeah, maybe people even heard that. Let me just type in M-A-K-E. This guy, Mike exfoliates. It's true. Once a week, I do that. I have this mask. We have this Neutrogena. Is it Neutrogena?
No, I don't even want to
tell
you
mask because it'll get sold out.
L'Oreal. It's the orange.
It's good. We have a mask I use. Yeah,
one.
I have to make. I find it hard to take. Seriously, guys, when I got a Cree, is there anything worse than this fucking urine that comes out of the man's hole, the man's tube? I have to make. Hold on, folks. I'll find it. It's a funny song. I call peeing making. I have, to make. Mikey make shit. By the way, if I had Crohn's, I'd be in the bathroom for more than 1 second per show. I don't have Crohn's. I have a way worse disease than Crohn's.
Oh my God. If you had Crohn's, it would be a blessing.
I wish I fucking had Crohn's.
I would
guys,
him having Crohn's for anything.
I wouldn't take a day off for Crohn's, bro. All right. I have my disease is 50 times, 100 times worse.
We're
going
to watch Jordan Peterson later. I feel like what Mike has is worse than what Jordan Peterson went
100%.
through after listening to his podcast.
I'm not dicking around here. When I say I have a disease that would make, I would say 90% of you would actually commit suicide if you had what I had.
Yes, I would.
100%. I'm not kidding.
That's a hint.
I have to make
my asshole won't close all the way anymore. I wonder if there's like a fetish for
we'll
guys
be right
whose
back. Buy a
assholes are
shirt. Hey, I like this Ian Ellis, but I don't like this subterranean group.